Today's Manufacturing Day. It's Manufacturing Day not just here in Maryland, but it's Manufacturing Day across the country. And the purpose for that is to begin to draw awareness to the importance of manufacturing to our economy and to our society, quite frankly. Because the essence of manufacturing is that it provides an avenue of opportunity for people to enjoy middle-class America. But today's fun, but last year I have to make note, we have my good friend Senator Kathy Klausmeyer is here today, and last year we celebrated Manufacturing Day by visiting a print shop along with John Rout from GM, a print shop in her district, and it was phenomenal discussion. And one of the things that we try to encourage are elected officials coming out and seeing what goes on inside your operations. It's so very important to do that. In fact, seeing and visioning is an essential part of what we're all about today. And to kick this thing off, I want to start out with an aid for envisioning the future. Now, I know this isn't the most glamorous look, but I promised my friend Ross Petticord, who's promoting manufactured goods that come out of the racing industry. And if we want to really see clearly, and we know we're in a race, you need these racing goggles. But these racing goggles are significant because they're made by a manufacturer in Maryland called Krups, and they make 80% of the racing goggles in Maryland. So as we talk today, let's keep our eyes on the glasses that are going to allow us to see the future. And that's really what we're doing here today. But before we get into the program, I want to thank, again, I really want to thank everyone that's here today because we're the team. We're part of the solution. And there's many more that are part of that solution. And the purpose of today is very clear. We have invited Dr. Michael Hicks from Ball State University to share with us his knowledge of the manufacturing climate in Maryland. And the purpose was really simple. We wanted to say, where are we? Michael Hicks, where are we? And then we want to leave here today with some very specific ideas about how we proceed to improve that climate. And what we added to that mix, which brings so many people out and is getting us all this publicity, is that we've invited the candidates for governor to come here, not to debate each other, not to tell us how great they are, and they're all great people, that's wonderful, but to share with us their smart ideas. We're asking them to be part of our planning committee for the future of Maryland manufacturing so that when we decide to put on these glasses and see the future, we're going to do it not just with our insights, but with the insights of those who claim that they want to be good public servants for and stewards of Maryland manufacturing. That's an exciting proposition, and that's how we're celebrating manufacturing today. So I want to explain that we invited all the candidates who had been announced up to this point, including Lieutenant Governor Anthony Brown. And in the case of Lieutenant Governor Anthony Brown, and all the candidates were able to confirm, in the case of Brown, he was, at the time, they said we had a scheduling conflict, he couldn't confirm, and he never did confirm, and we learned about a week and a half ago that they were not able to reschedule it. So that's not why that's the reason they gave us for not being here today, but he did ask, would we reschedule an event with manufacturers for him to talk about his ideas. And that's something we're going to do. Because, again, the purpose is to solicit smart ideas that are going to carry us into the next generation Maryland manufacturing. Up on the board, thank yous to all you wonderful folks that are our sponsors today. It's just wonderful to know that we have such agreement on the importance of manufacturing by people that are outside of manufacturing. Obviously, you expect manufacturers to say, well, we're important, but we have, Miles and Stockbridge is a law firm that's done an amazing job of supporting RMI. And as you can see, the other folks that are up here, the future of manufacturing is in this variety of stakeholders that care about who we are. And part of that group or that network of supporters, I want to mention that on the table there's a book, a publication that's excellent, and it was produced by a group out of D.C. called the Alliance for American Manufacturing. They've been good supporters of RMI, and that book is being donated by them to you today for this Manufacturing Day event. So I want to thank those folks, and just join me in applause for thanking them for contributing that. And to our sponsors too, okay? All right. I get so excited about manufacturing because it's so significant to helping people to grow jobs and to make America strong. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on. But last night, I had an opportunity to have dinner with Dr. Michael Hicks and Kathy Snyder from the Maryland State Chamber, Susie Gans, and a couple other key leaders in the area talk about how do we make a future for manufacturing. And I will say this, it's not going to be easy, but it's possible. And that's what we really want to be keeping in mind. Let's be hopeful about the opportunity and challenge to become engineers of the future, to create a scenario in which we can grow manufacturing so that we can, again, continue to help people go from, in many cases, from poverty to prosperity.